Hello everyone, this is Formula 125, and there are multiple games almost in one game. I feel like this is quite in-depth and multiple different branches, roots maybe you want to say, of this game. You have driver career, you have team career, you have the breaking point story. So today what we're going to do is kind of start the my team and see how that goes with respect to where we have a driver career started as well here on the channel, and we'll also have some videos on the breaking point part of the game so you can see that as well. So let's go ahead, we're under single player career, and then we click to my team, and we'll do a full season here of this. Let me take a look at these custom settings and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are back, and yeah, I think we have what we want here. So I won't really go through the settings, but really focus this game. If you have any questions, you can put them into the chat. I can answer the questions about the settings, but basically want to try to get something that was operable for me and my wheel and stuff like that. So alright, so we want to, create our own team, or do we want to do like this Connor Sport from Breaking Point, or do we want this APX GP, which is from F1 the movie? I'd say it was create our own. Why not? And I think we want to stick kind of more traditional. Let's just stay with official drivers only, and let's confirm our settings. And we'll enable tutorials, right? Because we don't know everything about the game, but it's good to have some tutorials here and there, right? And you, the listener, can learn as well. So here's our team headquarters. Who's this guy? He looks mysterious.
As the owner of the newest team in F1, your first job should be introducing yourself to the team.
Okay, so thank you, Andrew, for that. I guess he's the head of personnel. So there's several different menus here. I can't seem to be able to cycle through them. I guess I'll click owner, and I guess we have to go in order. So wait, hang on. Change your team owner's first name. So our first name, we are going to be Multipro, just like our channel. Alright, and let's take a look what we got. So here's options of visual appearance. This is interesting. A lot of these people look old, and maybe to be a team owner you have to be old, I don't know. So let's see here. I can't really tell the difference between those two. They look almost the same, even though the picture, the small pic, doesn't look the same. Well, I have hair on my head, so we don't want to go to the bald guy. No offense if you're bald. Yeah, we'll go with this one. I don't know. So, I guess next thing is advance to something else. Where's Andrew going?
Now we know a bit more about you. Let's explore your background ahead of our first season.
Alright.
Hey there, my name's Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
I'm your head of personnel. It'd be useful for the team to know a bit more about your background. Give them a sense of how you intend to lead our efforts.
Well, sometimes it's a two-edged sword too. But it says every organization excuse me, is made up of people, and managing people has been your specialty ever since you started climbing the ladder. You know that the team is only as good as the people in it, and are committed to empowering and developing your staff to allow them to reach their full potential. Skills in this area will allow you to motivate your workforce to complete facility improvements quicker. Alright, so we got 3 things here. People manager, head engineer, chief financial. Okay, so the first one we read is the people manager. Then there's the engineering one. Alright, and then this one's for the money. Well, I'd say given my personal background, let's just go with this one. I've led large teams of engineers.
How well developed are the facilities here ahead of our debut season?
Okay, so your basic, so your team's facilities are impressive but somewhat basic compared to some other bigger teams. Alright, you have some modest investment already. Enjoys state-of-the-art facilities. While this does not translate directly to on-track success, it certainly gives you a platform from which to challenge the best teams on the grid. Okay, so I don't know. So we can kind of see how this affects each thing: engineering, personnel, corporate upgrades. So this is phase 1, phase 2, but lower phase 2. This is the upper phase 2. Well, let's start out here at the bottom with no initial upgrades, but our initial workforce. So to get to a 2, we gotta increase by about a third or so above what we got now. So yeah, let's just go with basic.
Hello, Mathis, head of your engineering facility.
Hi, Mathis.
Let's discuss where we think we are in terms of car performance.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'd say let's start from the bottom, right? As we want to challenge. So this one would be no development, and then some development and extensive development. So let's build from the ground up.
Hey boss, I'm Anissa. I head things up in your corporate facility. Let's discuss our financial situation.
So we have no reserves, some reserves, significant reserves. You know, I can build things up, but it really helps to have some money. So let's start with some significant reserves. We want to make sure we have a good financial backing for these efforts. So we'll do that.
Right. With all that out of the way, our next task is to finalize our team's visual identity, our official name and branding.
So we got plenty of money, we just don't have the resources right now. We got to build those resources, and we don't have the team and the car, the engineering. So we had the money to work with, though, and that's how some teams start out. Some start out with nothing. It's a long grind for many, many years, but we want to at least do something while we're doing this on the channel for you. So don't want to have every obstacle in the way. So our team's name, well, let's call it Multi Pro. Instead of gaming, let's just go with racing, since this is a racing game. Alright. Our team colors. Alright, so this is changing the facility, right? Well, red is kind of bold. And Hmm. I can't tell what this is changing. So we'll just leave that. Alright, we'll accept this. And our badge. This is interesting. This is very European, these badges. So these shapes, they mean things, right? There's a star there. And let's go with circle. Or, that looks pretty cool. Almost looks like Texas Tech. There, okay. Oh, we didn't pick that one. And then what would go well with that? Maybe... yeah, that looks pretty cool, right? That's pleasant to the eye. Maybe our clients would like that. And those who are sponsoring us. So, teamwear colors. Yeah, if they want to wear that, I think that's fun.
Next up, there's an amount of contract work we need to get nailed
Hey,
down.
Lisa. Okay. Corporate.
First, we need to settle on our title sponsor. This will represent a key source of income over the coming season.
I don't know what each one of these are, but we'll just
We have
go
a
and
few
find out.
potential sponsors lined up.
Okay.
Each contract splits our income in 3 ways. A signing bonus that we receive now, a
Okay.
weekly income paid over the course of the season, and finally, a bonus at the end of the season,
Okay.
if we achieve the goals set out in the contract.
So final season goal, score 10 constructors points in a season. Alright, finish 10th or better, score 5 constructor points in a season. So there's what, 11 teams since we're the 11th, so we'd have to beat one team for that. Or we just need 5 points in the season here. So this pays pretty good weekly, not that great at the end for the bonus. So the signing bonus is this a little bit less. We'll just go with this one here. So Saren, we'll sign you. What's our loyalty
This is our
awards?
title sponsor, which are responsible for the bulk of our team's income. While
Okay.
much of that income is paid weekly, a large part is dependent upon us meeting our contractual obligations and hitting our seasonal goal. As we develop our relationship with this sponsor, we'll increase their loyalty, which over time can result in further benefits. That said, as our team's fan rating grows, we may be able to attract more valuable title sponsors. So, knowing when to prioritize building loyalty over the financial benefits of a more lucrative sponsor is something we'll need your guidance on.
Oh, thank you for that, Anissa. Alright, so decal design. Okay. Alright. So we'll select them.
Secondly, we have to make a call on which engine supplier we want to work with this season.
Alright. So let's select
Generally
this.
speaking, our choices can be defined as a trade-off between performance and durability, with the caveat that neither come cheap.
Yeah, that's very true. Thank you, Mathis. Alright. Well, I'd say we probably want to go, maybe not necessarily right now in the beginning. You don't care as much about performance, more so about durability. This one has slightly more durability, not as great as performance. So I don't really have any allegiance to any of these either. I know 91, 92 is not a big difference there, but there's a big difference in costs. $5 grand and 4 difference there in performance. These have the same performance, but this one has a lot better durability for only 100 more thousand. So I'm going to go with this one, the AMG Patronus.
And finally, let's talk drivers. Obviously, we need 2 of them. So let's start with our first one.
Yeah, we gotta have 2 drivers. That's how every
Each
F1 team
driver's
set up.
performance is measured in a number of ways. Experience counts for a lot, and drivers with more on-track experience will have an advantage over less experienced competitors.
That's true.
Racecraft describes a driver's ability to work their way through the pack to finish the race higher up than where they started.
That's probably what we need in the beginning at
Awareness
least.
represents the driver's skill at avoiding the steward's room. The higher this stat, the less likely they are to pick up warnings and penalties.
Yeah.
Pace is a measure of sheer speed. Outside of battling their opponents, how good are they at pulling out consistent fast laps?
Okay.
All these stats contribute to the driver's overall rating, while focus represents their current state of mind and how well they're leveraging their rating out on track.
Great. Thank you for that, Andrew. So down here at the bottom, I think is where we're starting. We have a 61 overall. It gets up to, hey, there's Franco Colapinto. So that one, he costs a lot more than the rest of these. And he's like more than double. He's at a 77. So his experience is quite high there, 52. Awareness, racecraft, pace, focus. So we gotta assign 2 of these. So this one here, Paul Aron, is double of Raphael. That's interesting. It's a huge increase there. This one is a big jump. This one's about 50% more than the beginning one. Oh, he's American. Juan Manuel Correa. Well, he may be unhappy after a while if he's driving for an underperforming team as well. Yeah. That one has a higher rating than this one overall, but this one has higher focus and experience. Interesting. Well, let's go with Franco.
All right, that's one driver locked down. Now let's pick their teammate.
Alright, teammate. I guess we have to select from the same group of people. Let's go with this Juan Manuel Correa. In case it doesn't work out so great, we'll save a little bit of money too. He's American, I'm an American. I have some bias there. Let's go with him.
That all looks solid. Good choices and all within our budget. Feel free to review your choices if you want, but otherwise I think we can move on.
Yeah, so that's within our budget. That's great to hear. It's because we started with a high budget.
Finally, we need to approve our race gear. Don't worry about sponsors just yet. We'll add them later. For now, let's just focus on the livery design and suits.
Okay. So which scheme do we want? I feel like that one looks nice. Kind of matches the place that we have. Alright, suit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too big on the clothes. I know some people are, but yeah, I'm more about performance than what you wear.
I think that's everything, boss. If you're happy with all of this, give us the nod, and we'll get everything moving. And if not, feel free to go back and review your choices.
This Andrew guy seems a little odd to be head of our personnel.
Hello and welcome to this very special live stream. Great to be with you all because today we're going to witness history.
That's absolutely right, Natalie, because for so many years we've wondered exactly what 11 teams would look like on the grid. Guess what? Today is the day we find out.
And we are here at the team's state-of-the-art HQ. We'll be seeing their brand new car very soon, but behind every team, behind every car, there's one person central to it all.
Yes, and they've been described as somewhat of an engineering genius, coming up with all the ideas to push the car and the sport to its limits. The question is, though, will they be able to step out of their comfort zone to deal with all the things that come with being a leader, dealing with the team's finances, sponsors, motivating the team and the drivers? Will they be able to juggle that, or will they drop the ball?
And we'll be seeing more behind the scenes as the season progresses. But of course, it is all about what happens on track. So, without further ado, let's see the fruits of their labor, the brand new 2025 car.
Yeah, let's see it. Thank you, Natalie and Naomi. That thing looks pretty nice. I feel like there's supposed to be music right now. But we get a light show and lots of different camera views. It looks like veins there on the tires. It's weird looking. Looks pretty nice.
Well, thank you all for joining us. The team have done an incredible job. The car looks sensational.
It certainly does. Congratulations, and all the very best for the season ahead.
Thank you. All right, meet the new boss. We earned a trophy.
Welcome to Team HQ. This is the hub of the team's operations, and it's probably worth having a look around, familiarizing yourself with the different areas you'll be responsible for directing. You can use these options to navigate around your HQ. Keep an eye out for notifications. I think Madison Engineering was looking for you earlier, and they were asking for you in corporate as well. You should catch up with them before we proceed further. Oh, and as you look around, keep an eye out for this message. It appears wherever you can summon more information. It's a very useful reference if you want to start digging into the finer detail of how the team functions.
It'd be nice if he made eye contact when he talked. He's just kind of weird. Okay. Well, this is the intro, and next time we'll get into what happens next. So I'll see you all next time.